This is a view of SONAR X3 Producer on my computer desktop. I have removed extraneous elements and I've arranged to show the track view of one clip, a guitar sample that we were provided. You can see from the magnification of the track view that there are many little glitches and hiccups of low amplitude that it would be useful to remove. To introduce some dynamics processing, we need to take a look at the channel strip for this clip. I've undocked it and I'm bringing it in here so that we can examine it more closely. In Sonar, effects are introduced in this box here. We right-click, choose Audio FX, go to Dynamics, go to Gating because we want noise reduction, and we're going to choose the Sonatus FX gate. This is the display for the gate. Notice that it's tied to the guitar. We'll look at the settings for this gate in detail. Probably the most important setting, which is one that's not mentioned so much, is the help button, which brings up an extensive library that's specifically for how to use and take advantage of this particular plugin. Typical controls are found on the control face of this plugin. There's a bypass control for disabling the plugin when we want to hear the track with the effect removed. There's a way to undo the last change to the plugin. And then there's a setup panel which allows to switching between setup A and setup B, and we can copy the current setup to B from where we are, which is A, and we can be in B and copy back to A. So we have a way of toggling back and forth if we need to for fine comparisons of two different settings. There's a way to reset back to the beginning. There are also presets. There's help, of course. For the threshold, there are two features. There's first the control and the meter that will run while processing that shows what level below which we want to remove the audio. The depth setting is similar to the threshold, but it's used in a different way. It's used to indicate how much one wants to remove the signal that exceeds the threshold, or in this case is lower than the threshold. I have it set at minus infinity. I'm going to remove it all. The cutoff filters are for frequencies, and these are the default settings. I'm not touching them. The parameters are here. First, there's an envelope display. This is the only display there is, and it's basically a graphical representation of the parameter settings. The attack parameter is set fairly short. In fact, this is the minimum setting for this plugin. And you can see how quick it is. This is appropriate for guitar sounds. Hold is here instead of knee. Hold is sort of a hat or a plateau, but it in effect has a knee impact. This is a short hold. The release is also short, 50 milliseconds. There's no look ahead. This is the way the basic parameters are expressed. Over on the output side, there's gain for the result of the filtering, and there are levels for that. It's also possible to specify either audio, which is what we'll be doing, or side channel, which is not something we're going to deal with. I use the duck feature. The duck feature plays back not the process signal, but the part that's removed. I can tell more closely what I'm taking out of the track and when I've gone too far. Here's what it sounds like in duck mode. Let's now play it this way. Now here it is with no correction. Notice the string and fret noises that are no longer present. That may be a little bit overdone, but you get the idea.